So, last time on Watchmen, hey everyone, it's Heather, and this is episode 7 of Watchmen. Last time out, we had Angela, who had just downed the bottle of nostalgia pills, going into a deep trance and reliving the memories of her grandfather, Will, not from when he was a boy up until he was an older man, but from his prime years, let's say, before he vanished from his family, before he went his separate ways. He joined the force, and it was a time of major racism. He wasn't taken seriously, he wasn't treated the same. And there were the Cyclops people with their Cyclops signal. And they took care of things. You know, a white man gets arrested, you know, maybe we'll just let him go. The black guy on our force who's not towing the line, let's string him up and warn him that if he steps out of line, we're not gonna let him down next time. So he decided to adopt the noose as part of a costume, vigilante, and he wore a mask, and he went righting wrongs and taking care of business and taking care of the Cyclops people. And he joined the Minutemen, which were an old school superhero group that I don't think they had any powers, but they were, you know, taking care of things, and they were good with publicity, and they were led by, what was his name? Captain Metropolis. And they had eventually got a TV show made about them, which is very, almost like a semi-documentary of their life, whereas I thought it was a total fiction. The whole episode was flashback. It was mostly black and white, with spots of colour here and there, and some nice music, but this show always has great music, and well-shot scenes, and there was a little Matrix slow down, twist around, zoom in moment, which was really well done. So this episode, I hope we get back to, well, we have to get back to everybody else. Angela's woken up in Lady True's complex, so I presume we'll pick up from there, and maybe we'll learn more about her clock. Maybe we'll learn more about Adrian's plight. Or maybe we'll go in a completely different direction, because who knows with this show? Maybe it'll be all about Dr. Manhattan. I don't know. You do, because you've seen it. If you haven't seen the episode, why are you watching this? So you obviously know what's coming next. No idea. So let's get right into it.
John Osterman transcended pain, suffering, and even death itself to create a life the likes of which history has never seen. Immigrant son of a poor clockmaker was the fulfillment of... John Osterman stepped into an intrinsic field chamber to recover his girlfriend's watch by developing...
That's what the play was about in the...
And then, Vietnam.
Third episode?
Was he the cold blue conqueror who decimated an entire way of life?
Is he that tall? Are they going to have a Dr. Manhattan episode? Chunky. Tusky. Sister Knight. Is this a flashback? Is this Angela when she was young? You can tell from the music. James Brown. He must be a big fan. Living in America.
People who wear masks are dangerous, Angela. And we should be scared of them. Why?
Well, they're hiding something.
He's the little boy from the flashback.
You'll be able to tell the difference.
Something's just happened. He's gonna blow up. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know she had a tragic backstory. Maybe she mentioned it and it didn't sink in at the time. Still part of her nostalgia trip that she can see her own past as well. So Vietnam was conquered, but there's still like a resistance, or there was back then.
This tube is connected to a natural host.
Her grandfather.
My grandfather was my 10th birthday party. My mom and dad gave me a pony.
I like that Angela doesn't bow down to the trillionaire.
Why don't you go in?
Go home, Cal. Huh?
I don't think we'll ever see a backstory of this guy. Red Scare.
Please step aside, sir.
Some sort of vehicle? Oh, a teleporter? Hologram.
Morning, Mr. Abar. I'm Bian. Can you see and hear me okay?
Creepy daughter.
Yeah. Is she okay?
Absolutely. She's resting right now.
Can I talk to her?
Sadly, you cannot.
Well, that was a wasted trip.
Beware the Cyclops. Film projectors. Cyclops is using some kind of mesmerism.
She was saying
You can hang yourself now.
while she was still speaking.
Remember when you told me to drive over to Detective Tillman's house because Looking Glass, because you thought
He went into his bunker?
it was really unusual that he ratted out Detective Abar and you were worried that maybe he was working with the 7th Cavalry?
They're all dead.
Anyway, I'm pretty sure he's not working with them because 5 of them are here and they're extremely dead.
Mirror guy, where is he?
I love that she calls him Mirror Guy still.
Now, this may come as a bit of a shock, but I think that Reeves believed your husband was a part of this whole Cyclops thing. Tained the idea that the chief of police of Tulsa wasn't a secret white supremacist, which has to make you wonder about his friends, like Joaquin.
And his
What
wife.
is the 7th Cavalry?
Well, that was the original idea.
Ooh.
But something extraordinary happened, and suddenly, President seemed a bit small potatoes. Not supposed to.
Get out of there, Laurie.
Yet. You've just been going on and on and on.
Laurie, move. Laurie, if someone points something at you and starts pressing buttons, run.
Laurie Blake just stopped by. You want me to kill her or what?
Laurie's usually sharp and on it, so like she went from laughing to turning the gun in the other episode. So the fact that she didn't get up and pull a gun straight away, not in character.
Which woman looks more scared?
The one who's about to jump.
What makes you think she's going to jump?
Why else would she be on a ledge? What does this have to do with my treatment?
Oh, nothing. It's research for my dissertation.
This is a school
It's on the
project.
adaptive function of empathy.
That kid is pushy. There's something going on with her, and we'll find out.
That's him. Cháu có chắc chắn không? I'm sure.
He's dead.
Là cháu quay lại vào trong này. Can I listen? Cho đến tìm tôi. I have these dreams. Sometimes I'm an old woman. I'm scared.
So begins day 365 of the People versus Adrian Veidt.
That's a long one.
alias Os-
If you have anything to say in your defense, say it now.
compelling argument.
For it is the foundation of a fair trial that every man be judged by a jury of his peers.
Are they his peers?
You are not his peers. As such, I have taken the liberty of assembling an alternative jury, much more suited to...
Ah, I see. Big.
What say you, madam? Guilty!
And you were looking to start over after his accident. It's a car crash, right? I've done a lot of research on memory. Total amnesia is extremely rare. I can't imagine what it was like. No sense of who he was or who you were.
So her husband was in a car crash and lost his memory?
Then why did he want me to take his fucking
Why is that?
pills?
He didn't think you'd
Why is
take
that in
them
the
all
show?
at once.
And whose nostalgia is your daughter tolerating? Whose memories are you slipping to her?
Your mother's?
Her own.
What?
Oh, she's a clone of her
I'm slipping
mother?
her own memories to her. Beyond's not my daughter. She's my mother. Over time, I've been reintegrating her memories while she sleeps via IV drip.
That's why she seems so
You're a fucking crazy person.
old for her age.
And your life's work is turning on your big fancy gizmos so that you can save humanity?
You make it sound ridiculous when you say it like that.
So then tell me what it fucking does.
Yeah, what does the clock do? Don't say
Your clock.
Don't say tell us time.
No.
Good afternoon. It is now 4 hours until the Millennium Clock is activated. All personnel, please report to the viewing platform.
It's the next episode. It's not going to be this one. She said it was the Millennium Clock, right?
Reasons that will soon become obvious. I couldn't
Oh,
resist.
Jesus, please don't.
What?
Talk me through your fucking plan. You want me to ask you why I'm strapped to a chair in an abandoned J.C. Penney, or what that cage is for? Fine. Just know that I don't give a shit.
You're wrong about Cyclops. We're not racist. We're about restoring balance in those times when our country forgets the principles upon which it was founded. It is extremely difficult to be a white man in America right now. So I'm thinking I might try being a blue one.
What? They all want to be
from MIT.
Dr. Manhattans?
By 24, I had revolutionized the fields of medicine, energy, nanotech, and at 30, I designed and launched the first microfusion spacecraft.
Who are you? Elon Musk? He's not in there. What in the shit is this?
What the fuck?
It's like at the start of the episode with the books. Some sort of blood transfer with an elephant. Elephant never forgets. It's very sci-fi. Like we're on a spaceship. Professor X. Okay. It's the world. Touch it. Oklahoma. Zoom out. Zoom in. Tulsa?
I don't know why I keep coming to these stupid phone booths and telling you jokes. This anyway.
All the messages to Dr. Manhattan
Sometimes it's nice.
go to Lady True.
It's nice.
So many prayers, unanswered.
There I am.
Beg for him to come down from the heavens and make things better. But he ignores them. Do you know why?
Because he doesn't care.
Because Dr. Manhattan isn't listening. He's not even on Mars.
Where is
What?
Right here in Tulsa. Pretending to be human.
Are you the one?
In less than an hour, they're going to capture Dr. Manhattan. And they're going to destroy him. And then they're going to become him. You didn't ask me who he is. Crazy, but human
He's
being.
Cal.
And you never asked me who he is.
Got that memory loss from the car accident, and that's who it is. Him? Does that make any sense? He's just chilling. He did tell his children there was no God. so this would be an interesting twist.
Time to come out of the tunnel.
What?
She's going to be testing him. It's going to hit him with a hammer.
We always knew that this day would come.
What day, Angela? I don't know what you're talking about.
You do know. You just don't remember.
He doesn't know. This is a twist.
Honey, I don't know what they did to you. You're not yourself.
No, John.
You're not yourself.
You're not yourself.
Here we go.
My name is not John.
She better be right about this. David Bowie's playing in the background. Is there life on Mars? Oh, it's his...
Hey, baby. We're in fucking trouble.
Well, that was episode 7 of Watchmen. If you like my reaction, consider subscribing. If you didn't like my reaction, you were like, you didn't react at all. You skipped over the bit I wanted you to react to, or you were just doing nothing when I expected you to be freaking out. Here's some other people who react to Watchmen, so maybe those people would be more your taste. Things just got complicated. Things just got very, very... The show's changing. At the start, I was like, I wonder if they'll do an episode on, like, Dr. Manhattan. And they kind of did. Just in a roundabout sort of way. This is complicated. Because Angela's with him. He was with Laurie. He's superhuman. I know nothing about him, which is sort of puts me in a strange position, because I'm sure 95% of the people reacting to this show know all about him. My headcanon is that he's one step above Superman, so, you know, the story with him and God kind of put them on a level sort of playing field. This changes the show a lot, because up until now it's been fairly standard, but now it's like enter Dr. Manhattan, which changes the entire landscape, the relationships with people, just the feel of the show. Anything could happen going forward now. Anything could happen in the next episode. He could click his fingers and anything could happen, right? I don't know. I don't actually know what the extent of his powers are and what exactly he can do. It's hard to talk about any of the rest of the episode because the end of it is so mind-blowing. We did have a courtroom scene that seemed to last for a year with Adrian, but who knows how long a year actually is compared to real time. He had no defense. I don't know. He felt... I don't know what he felt. All the way through, I was like, he doesn't care. This is meaningless. But he did seem a bit upset at the end, but... Maybe it was comparing him to pigs that did it. But we'll find out more about that. Laurie's gonna lose her shit. She's captured. She fell down the trapdoor. During the episode, I was like, she should have just got up and pulled a gun or something, but she wasn't expecting a literal trapdoor in somebody's house. But still, the other woman could have been taking out some sort of ray gun or anything. Pointing it at her and clicking? No, get out of there. We had some more flashbacks to Angela's past. And her grandmother comes and rescues her and then just dies. We get to see that some of the Dr. Manhattan wins Vietnam stuff, and they see him as just a murderer, flat out. So there's a lot of ill will there. Nothing from Looking Glass. He took care of the 7th Cavalry. that came to his house at the end of the previous episode. Keen is looking to restore balance by changing the white people into the blue people. And yeah, he's not racist, he just wants to be blue. So, you know, what can you do? Lady True's daughter, the weird shit going on. I think I might have mentioned cloning at some point. I thought maybe she was cloning herself and putting her own memories into her, but she cloned her mother and is basically turning her clone into her mother, just speeding up the process, jamming her full of memories. Because that's a normal thing to do when you have trillions of dollars. And the clock is, she's trying to protect Dr. Manhattan because the 7 cavalry are coming to kill him. Somehow. With their what? With their portal device? With their... I don't know. Maybe Keen will bore him to death with a speech. And Cal didn't know. Which is the most surprising thing about the whole thing. He must have been like, well, I can't enjoy being immortal if I still remember everything about being immortal. So I'm just going to... You know, the only way to make this work is if I don't remember. So that makes sense. I think that's most of the episode. We didn't see her grandfather at all. Just the elephant. Which was trippy. But they did set that up earlier. Just visually. They like connecting things. They love putting in little things. With some good music, with some whole notes and David Bowie. Yeah, so mind-blowing ending to that episode, and it makes me want to just hop onto the next one to see what happens next, but gotta wait a week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.